Tonight's meal, tilapia surprise with boiled cabbage. Begin cooking steps 1 through 50 now.
Are you kidding me? Making dinner shouldn't feel like doing a 1,000-piece puzzle. With Blue Apron's new one-pan assemble and bake meals, the hard part's already done. Pre-chopped ingredients, zero stress. Just assemble, bake, and enjoy. No complicated steps, no mountain of dishes. Try Assemble and Bake today. Get 20% off your first 2 orders with code APRON20. Terms and conditions apply. Visit blueapron.com/terms for more.
Halloween's almost here. And with Target Circle 360, you can get everything you need delivered to your door right when you need it. Out of their favorite candy? Ordered. Need snacks for a party? Done. Looking for a backup costume because your kid changed their mind? Handled. With Target Circle 360, Halloween fun is covered. Join now and get same-day delivery all season long. Only at Target. Membership required. Subject to terms and conditions. Applies to orders over $35.
The kettle's boiled, Vic.
Great. Perfect timing. Just a dash of milk for me, please, mate.
Here you go. Shall we get started then?
Have you ever woken up on a Sunday morning and said, I'm never drinking again, and then found yourself waving $50 at a barman by happy hour?
Are you wondering why everyone else can stop at 1 while you head to a dodgy after-party with a weird bloke called Disco Dave? If so, it might be time to take a deeper look at your relationship with your reliable social crutch, alcohol.
On each episode, we'll investigate our own dysfunctional dealings with booze and find out if it's possible to stop this deeply ingrained habit before things get too messy.
Yep, we're going to open up a shame shed of humiliating drinking stories to help you understand why waking up from a booze coma each weekend with a kebab sticking out of your top pocket might actually be negatively impacting your health.
Hamish and I are here to delve into what it's like being sober, an unwanted warts and all look into why giving up those cheeky pints or putting down those mummy wines will make you feel happier, help your anxiety and mental health, and turn you into the most sparkly, authentic version of you.
Won't that mean I become boring though, Vic?
Well, Hamish, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Victoria Vanstone.
I'm Hamish Adams-Cairns.
And this is Sober Awkward.
The breathwork, I know I've banged on about it in this podcast, but I think that the day that we did it together was maybe the biggest high I've ever had. You know, like outside of booze and partying, I felt like I was off my nut that day. I absolutely,
I did too.
It was extraordinary. Is it a coincidence that I picked up that as a hobby when I dropped alcohol? Well, maybe I was looking for highs in other ways to connect. Possibly, maybe not.
That is something to be said there. You've hit the nail on the head. Like if people stop alcohol, I think often you're looking other ways to feel euphoric. Yeah. You're trying to look for that high or that buzz. And I think that is a perfect example of that, Hamish.
Which is, I think that is one of the sad truths of going sober, is that your life, it's a sad truth, and it's one of the good things about going sober, is that you don't have the peaks and troughs anymore.
No.
You do, drinking, you do have these huge highs and huge lows, and the huge highs are great, and the huge lows are miserable. Yeah. And not drinking, you don't have those as much.
No.
So it's, not uncommon for people to look elsewhere for those highs. Totally. For sure. I did the sound healing with Lou, your sister, and that was, again, just nothing like that. I've never done anything like that before. Yeah. And I remember talking on that episode about how I just felt hugely grateful of like the work she was putting in to show me a good time. Similar to when you have a massage, you don't really think about the person giving the massage is like putting in graft to make you have an amazing experience.
I just think, Hamish, that you go into things in such a positive frame of mind. This is the difference between you and I here, which is where I'm probably going wrong. You go into everything you do, actually, I notice with you, you go into everything, you step in and go, I'm willing to give this a go. I don't care whether it's good or bad. I'm going to make the best out of this situation. Whereas I always come from an angle is like, show me. Right. Show me how this works and then I'll tell you. Yep. But I think you come from an angle where you're just going to give it 100% no matter what. And even if you didn't enjoy it, you would always come out going, well, I learnt about that and it was interesting and I'm glad I did it. Whereas I might just go, that was a fucking waste of time. I'd rather be at home eating pizza. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just the approach.
It's the approach. Maybe this is what I'm going to learn this episode, is that perhaps, I am into stepping out of my comfort zone, but maybe I need to approach things in a different way, especially to do with these therapies and healing and things.
Yeah, but I don't think it's, you're saying that you need to see something to believe it. All the things that you love would be very close to all the things that someone that's in spirituality loves. You love travelling, you love music, you know, like you live on the beach, you know, you have quite a wholesome life. Things like travelling, you feel the experience immediately rather than have to sort of go to a separate place in your mind.
Totally.
So I'm sure, I don't think you need to change anything.
No, and I think it is a spiritual feeling probably that some people get when they go to the beach and say, I feel blessed and at one and grateful, whereas I just go, I like being at the beach. It's just I'm just a bit more kind of down a level on my appreciation vocabulary. When doing the research for this, I found some other weird and interesting ways people choose to get spiritual.
Okay, first of all, let's go over some therapies, not necessarily used when alcohol is involved. What are some of the more out there ways people try to heal themselves? First one that I've come across, which I've always loved, never done it, but always loved it from afar, laughter therapy.
Laughter therapy is the best. There's a clip on YouTube actually of a French, have you seen it? A French TV show where they got all the people with the weirdest laughs in the world to sit in a room together.
It's the best.
And they're all laughing. Yeah. It's just a stage of people crying with laughter. It's the best thing.
So that actually, I don't think it was French, I think it was Dutch, and the presenter lost his job.
Oh, because he was laughing so much too. Yeah. We'll actually try and find that, put it in the show notes.
I'm thinking of the episode. It was people with weird voices.
Oh, yes, I've seen that
and
one as well.
And the presenter lost his job because he kept giggling at them.
I've seen that. We'll post both of those in the show notes because they're both really good videos. Another one is hot cupping. It helps with pain, inflammation, and deep tissue massage, which I've seen lots of people recently with hot cupping marks all over their body.
Looks awful.
And that is a healing therapy of some sort.
I've never done that.
I've never done that either.
It looks terrible. Yeah, people look like
hot cupper. I can do with that. That's a form of therapy, having a hot cuppa.
That is your spiritual experience.
It is, yeah, especially a nice hot mug of Tetley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's spiritual.
Bit off course. Did you find any of your childbirth spiritual?
No.
All just bloody awful.
Well, I was on a lot of opioids.
That helps.
Yeah, so it was kind of, I guess. I know I was under because I had C-sections. So, but I'm sure there is a stage where people can go to. I felt it more animalistic. In fact, I felt it very real. There was nothing spiritual. It was more organic and animal-like, howling and, screaming and all of those really kind of raw emotions. So, there was never a point where I was kind of off in another mental state. The other one is a moist hay body wrap. People wrap each other in hay, which draws out toxins and stimulates metabolism. There you go.
Okay, that one, neither of us could do with a straight face.
No, I'm going to wrap. You wait for it. I'm wrapping you in hay later.
Yeah, I'd be neighing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Snail spa. Again, you've done some good research here.
I know, there's so many weird and wonderful therapies out there.
Where live snails are left on your face to slither at will, leaving behind a mucus trail that is said to contain a beauty-boosting cocktail of proteins, antioxidants and hyaluronic acid.
I do it every Saturday night, Hamish.
Do you?
I've got loads of snails in my garden.
That's why your face is so young.
I whack them on my face and let them wiggle around.
Your body is so old, but your face is so young.
Yeah, can you see? Can you see the benefits? Look, he's looking at me now, shaking his head.
Snail spa.
Cactus massage, Hamish. How about one of those? In Punta Mita in Mexico, it's called a Hacali massage, which involves cactus paddles that have had the spikes removed. The wellness comes from the rejuvenating mixture of cactus oils and blossom on the skin.
Gosh.
Sounds quite nice.
It does. Well, no, to me it just sounds prickly.
Yeah.
I know it says the bits have been removed, but that sounds horrible. Did I ever tell you about the French au pair that we had?
No.
So we always had female au pairs.
Can't believe you had au pairs, Hamish. You're so posh.
Well, what it was is that because neither of my parents spoke French, but we went to a French school.
Oh, yes.
My parents are the only way that they'll get good at French is if you get au pairs who are there during the school holidays and still speak French every day.
That's amazing.
So that was the theory. So the rule was we have an au pair, the au pair's not allowed to speak to us in English.
Oh, right.
So it was really, so we had loads and they were like amazing relationships with them. We had a man once and this guy, he was a bit unusual. We stopped at a petrol station, we were driving somewhere and he got out the car and we lost him for a bit and my mum and dad found him stinging himself with stinging nettles.
What?
And I said, what are you doing? He said, it's good for the circulation.
Oh my God, like a sort of self-flagellation.
Imagine, with stinging nails.
Oh.
Anyway, snake massage.
Yes.
Explain this.
It's when you just go into a pit of snakes and let them wriggle all over you and it's supposed to feel really nice.
Wow.
Yeah, God, there's some weird things around.
Yeah. But what are some alternative treatments for people with alcohol misuse disorder, Vic? First one we've got is meditation.
Of course,
obviously is maybe one of the biggest ones. It helps people cope with certain stressors, but it's not likely to cure all alcohol dependency.
It's a good idea, meditation. I've tried it many times.
Yeah.
I do understand why it would work. I'm not very good at it. I probably need to practice it a bit more. But I can see totally how it would work. Lucy got into it when she gave up drinking. She said it really helped her. Yep. Another one is light therapy. One of the side effects of alcohol withdrawal is poor quality of sleep. People living with alcohol use disorder are at more significant risks of sleep disorders such as insomnia, of course. The light can reduce depression and promote a more natural sleep cycle.
So is this just getting natural light, or is this having a
No, I think you lie in a thing and you
yeah.
have light projected onto you. Yeah,
Sure,
I might have to look that up. I might have made that up. Yeah, it's fake tanning. And you come out looking really brown.
Yeah, it's
ready
perfect.
for the beach.
Everyone in Newcastle does it.
Yeah.
Nutritional counselling. When I read that, I'm just thinking you're with a counsellor, you're both just eating lovely
It's
foods.
out for lunch.
Yeah. It says alcohol addiction affects your nutritional status. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, nearly all people with alcohol addiction are malnourished in some way.
That's interesting, isn't it?
I'm surprised by that.
Because you're put off food at some point. I know some people eat more, but some people eat less.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not eating the right foods.
We're doing a whole episode on food soon.
Yes.
I've really enjoyed writing it, by the way.
Okay, great.
Anyway, doctors use nutritional therapy to help you feel better. When you make nutrient-dense food choices, you have more energy. Okay, so it's basically about changing your diet and someone helping you through it.
And going to the doctor and say, look, where am I going wrong and how can I feel better whilst in recovery, which is great. EFT is one that keeps coming up for me. I know a few people that do it. My friend Lisa does it. It's called the tapping method or the emotional freedom technique. Tapping is a practical self-help method that involves using the fingers to gently tap on the body's acupuncture points, along with the meridian lines of Chinese medicine. EFT tapping helps you tune into negative patterns that form around uncomfortable thoughts, feelings, or troubling memories. You tap on the correct pressure points while bringing the thoughts or emotions into consciousness. I've seen people doing this and apparently it works.
Yeah.
Loads of people swear by it, so I'd be interested to try that one actually. Maybe we
So
should.
is it something you learn, or is it like a nervous tick?
It's something that you learn. And Lisa, a local lady that I know who comes to the sober group, she does it. So maybe I'm going to organise a session of that for us.
Yeah.
Just to see what it's like, and we'll report back.
Okay, I'm keen.
NetCredit is here to say yes to a personal loan or line of credit when other lenders say no. Apply in minutes and get a decision as soon as the same day. If approved, applications are typically funded the next business day or sooner. Loans offered by NetCredit or lending partner banks and serviced by NetCredit. Application subject to review and approval. Learn more at netcredit.com/partner. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
I'm Dr. Sarah Rahal, the founder and CEO of Armra. I developed Armra Colostrum because I know your body was designed to thrive. It's your natural state, your birthright, and you can reclaim it. Colostrum is the first nutrition we receive in life, with every essential nutrient our bodies need. It's nature's original blueprint for health. After a devastating health crisis almost took my life, I made it my mission to harness this power. Using proprietary technology, Armra captures over 400 bioactive nutrients in every scoop, delivering over 1,000 benefits that transform your health at its foundation. Whether for gut health, metabolism, skin, hair, immunity, mood, energy, fitness, or recovery, I invite you to join this collective revival of health and discover radical transformation for yourself. Visit armra.com, that's ARMRA.com, and enter code HEALTH30 for 30% off your first subscription order. This statement has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Yoga, another obvious one, along with meditation.
Yeah.
And it's great to sort of slow everything down, control your breath. So yeah, I know a lot of people turn to that. Basically, a lot of people turn to something, don't they?
I think so,
Looking
because
for something.
Yeah, and also because you have more energy and more time, you're going to look for replacement things instead of going to the pub. And some of these things might be might be just a replacement thing for you to feel better. And because you're more interested in self-help and self-health, these are some of the things that you might go to.
It's just another like bolt on to sobriety smugness, isn't it?
Definitely.
I'm already not drinking alcohol now. Boom, meditation, yoga.
Yeah.
we slowly
slotting it all in there. Slowly become more and more snug throughout the years. Music therapy, as we spoke about, it helps people with alcoholism deal with physical and emotional issues. We went to that dance thing that time, didn't we? I can see why stomping in the dark to some really loud house music would make you just feel really euphoric and give you that high that you used to have with alcohol. If you're searching for that again, it definitely would give you that.
Another interesting one. Equine therapy.
Yep.
So I thought you had me at the rolling in hay. Equine therapy is a recent study that suggested that a relationship between a horse and a patient can provide support and reduce the effects of depression during withdrawal phases.
That must be why cowboys are always happy. They always seem happy, cowboys, don't they? They've got relationships with horses. That's probably why.
I think the irony of like being addicted to ketamine and then doing equine therapy during the come down.
I don't think it means taking ketamine.
No.
Which is a horse tranquilizer, isn't it? Yeah.
Equine therapy. I can see that with dogs.
Yes.
I'm sort of afraid of horses. Well, no, I'm not afraid of horses, but they do have big faces.
They do have very, very long faces, Actually, Hamish, I've written a few horse jokes for the next episode. So maybe we can't... No, we're not going to tell them all now.
No.
The other one is art therapy. I went to a paint and sip, which, of course, is not the best idea when you're sober, but any sort of painting or creating or craft, I love doing craft and pottery, all of those creative things are a form of therapy. And I like those, Hamish, because there's nothing spiritual about that for me. Doing an art therapy is just creating something out of nothing, and that makes you feel good. And that's fact for me.
Yeah. So, but I wonder if when you're doing that, your mind is in a sort of quiet, hyper-focused place similar to a meditation.
Yes, it definitely is. Yeah, you're taking your mind out of you're sort of out of your thoughts, aren't you, when you're sitting creating something like that. It is a sort of meditative state, like going for a walk. It's something different to the norm without your head buzzing around and thinking of all the things you've got to do that day. So that is perhaps why I like it.
So maybe it's like me being bored meditating alone, but loving meditating with someone. You're getting that when building Lego. When you say art, I think she's just building Lego. She's not painting a landscape. She's doing Connect 4. No, was that? Yeah, I was thinking Connect 4. What was the other one that was like Lego? Skeletrix.
Skeletrix, yeah, that's a form of art.
How's equine therapy not on the alternative medicine?
Oh no, these are like medicines that you take.
Okay.
Yes, so it's about, this episode is about spirituality and alternative therapy. Okay, so these are a mixture of things. It's all the woo-woo stuff, basically, Hamish, that I snarl at when anyone mentions it, but it's probably quite helpful. I should call it that. Things that Vicky snarls at, but other people find very helpful.
Okay, we've got alternative medicines used for cravings. I didn't know there were any.
Yeah, there are. Medicines. So there's natural therapies that people use for alcohol use disorder. One of them is milk thistle, which is a herb which is rich in antioxidants and is often touted as a means of restoring liver health and protecting against liver damage from too much alcohol.
Does it come from a thistle?
Comes from a milk.
Oh, can't see. All right.
Yes, the milk.
Makes a lot of sense.
The milk animal.
Okay.
Yeah, and the other one is ashwagandha.
I'm glad that you had to read that, not me.
Ashwagandha. Yes, okay. I think that's right. It is used in Ayurvedic medicine, which originated in India. The other one is kudzu flower, used to curb binge drinking, not stop it. So don't recommend this for anyone. Yeah. So there's a few things that you can use to stop cravings.
The breath work and the ice baths. Funnily enough, the guy that I do it with, so it's a company called Breath Collective who are in Brisbane. He's also sober. He's been sober for years. I got myself into it by doing a lot of I'd always researched ice baths and breath work, but never done it. And then sobriety, loads of time. The effects are immediate. Like you immediately feel amazing. Yeah, your dopamine levels increase by 250% for the next 24 hours.
That's crazy.
So you're buzzing. Yeah. It's impossible for you to not feel it.
Okay.
And also the other benefit for me with it is that it's so cold that you can't help but be hyper-focused in the present.
Okay.
Like you're not thinking about the shopping or tax or whatever.
Right,
it's so freezing that you're totally present and all the other thoughts get turned off.
Okay, that's cool.
So I'm going to do a whole episode on dopamine. We've talked about it a little bit throughout the whole podcast, but really you can't talk about addiction without talking about dopamine. So I think it should have its own episode.
Yeah, definitely. I think I am up for doing an ice bath with you at some point, Hamish.
They do them at your local beach
Yes,
every
they
weekend,
do. They do it on Friday mornings at sunrise, just 5 minutes walk from my house. And I would like to do it. I do feel a bit nervous about it. But I was watching something the other day where they were talking about how ice baths are becoming really popular in society. Like, people are doing them more and more and more. It's becoming a bit of a thing. But the problem is with it, it's not just for sober people, of course. So people are going out and doing ice baths and then going out and getting pissed at the weekend, and it kind of loses its cool then, because it's counterproductive to have an ice bath and then go out and piss. But that's the problem with health and wellness, is like sometimes they get confused because people are still going out, taking drugs and getting pissed and having bonkers weekends, and then they're really healthy in the week, and then it counteracts all the work that you've done. I remember you mentioning that before, that you used to go out on a big bender and then, you'd go for a run to make yourself feel really functional during the week and then go out on another bender. Yeah. So I think what we're talking about today is doing these things in sobriety and actually reaping the benefits of them rather than numbing them out. Whatever it is you choose to do, I think it's a shame to then go against what you've learnt by, getting on the piss at the weekend.
But I guess, what I'm thinking as we do this episode is there would be two reasons that you would explore something spiritual in your sobriety. One would be you're struggling with, coming off something you were addicted to, and your brain feels like a scrambled egg, and you're looking for some sort of direction or something to quieten down or something to focus on or something to distract you. Or you're looking for a high. You're looking for a huge human buzz that you can't get from alcohol anymore, and maybe you'll find it in something spiritual. It seems to be that you might fall into one of those two routes.
I think the problem is then that you're still searching for a high. And I think that is an issue for anyone with an addictive personality or prior problems with a substance. I think life shouldn't have to be about topping up your character or your feelings. I think sobriety is about living that content life, and that does worry me. Like, what if I really liked an ice bath and then I wanted to do it all the time? Or, of course it's okay because it's not causing me any mental health issues and it's probably good for you. But at the same time, I think searching for something that gives you that sort of euphoria, it could also be shaky ground, because then you're not trying to just live on that more content line.
But if you're going to get addicted to anything,
it's probably meditation. Ice is probably okay. Not that sort of ice. Not methamphetamine. If you're questioning your relationship with booze, you're struggling to moderate, or your hangovers are causing anxiety, it might be time to reach out for some support.
Yeah, just talk to a mate about how you're feeling, contact a local doctor, find an AA or sobriety group. Vic's got one.
Yeah, just head to www.cuppa.community.
Remember, if you're questioning yourself, it might be time to seek support.
Even though this journey can be awkward, it is definitely worth it. And if you've enjoyed the Sober Awkward podcast, don't forget to review it, rate it, and share it with your mates.
Do they have to share it with their mates?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm not doing this for nothing, Hamish. Bloody hell.
How do they share it?
I don't know, just write it on the document.
Is it just me, or has watching TV gotten way too complicated? There's a million different services and just too many bills to keep track of. Thankfully, there's Philo, a better way to TV. For as low as $33 a month, I get the channels I love. MTV, BET, Food Network, you name it. Plus, everything that AMC Plus has to offer. And guess what? They've added access to HBO Max Basic with Ads Plan and Discovery Plus, so I can enjoy all the best TV with one subscription. There are no contracts, no surprise fees, just one low price. And their DVR is awesome, too. I can save everything I love on Philo for up to a year and skip the ads when I rewatch them. A total game changer. I signed up directly at philo.tv. That's philo.tv, so I could lock in the best price around. Philo's the easiest decision I've ever made. Now the hard one is trying to decide what to binge next.
Hey everybody, it's Babs. You know, one thing that makes the holiday season so magical is the traditions we share year after year. And that's why I'm so excited to tell you about Birch Lane. Their classic furniture and festive decor is carefully crafted to bring joy to every seasonal celebration. Plus, it's delivered fast and free, so you can start spreading the holiday cheer. Shop my hand-picked Birch Lane collection and more classic styles at birchlane.com.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hi, it's Jamie Morton from comedy podcast My Dad Wrote a Porno. We're celebrating 10 years of our show this month by releasing remastered versions of our very first season. They were recorded around the kitchen table, so they need a little fluffing. If you've never heard of us before, my dad basically wrote the world's worst erotic novel, and I read it chapter by chapter with my best mates, and it's hilarious. So with a beautifully remastered season 1, it's never been a better time to listen to Belinda and her escapades from the very beginning. You can listen to My Dad Wrote a Porno wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
So, as you probably know, my comedy memoir, 1,000 Wasted Sundays, is officially out. All my magnificent fuck-uppery in one awkward hit. If you'd like to get your hands on a copy, it's now available from all good bookstores.
We always say all good bookstores, don't we?
Yeah.
Are there bad bookstores?
No, it's probably ones with moody sellers.
Oh yeah, really depressed librarian folk.
Yes,
okay,
good. So there are probably some, but we're only storing it in the good ones.
It's only made it into the goodies.
You can also get it from all good online retailers. The print version and ebook are out now, and the audiobook will be available in March. I've been writing my memoir for 5 years. It will make you laugh, cry and cringe, and hopefully inspire a few people to reconsider their relationship with booze. If you love the podcast, then I think you'll love the book, even if I do say so myself. Hamish has read it. What did you think?
I feel like I know a little bit too much about you now, to be honest, Vic. Look, I really loved it. It was hilarious and surprisingly moving, but I feel like I've seen you naked in a literary sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's worrying.
Yeah. From an emotional point of view, seriously, it wobbled my teeny weeny wooden heart, Vic.
Okay.
My teeny little wooden heart.
Well, his wooden heart is broken. Anyway, so if you do manage to get your filthy mitts on a copy, please do me a favour and head to goodreads.com and give me a review. Doing that will help me get it out there to those that need a bit of sober support. So there you have it. My story, unwanted warts and all. Come and get awkward with me.
Not to be too demanding or anything, but seriously, go and buy it now.
Yeah, go and buy it. Go and buy it right now.
Yeah, don't just tell your friends. Buy it, and then buy your friends one or two.
Yeah, don't give them a copy. Yeah. Buy it, yeah.
And you know what? Don't be careful where you store it. If you lose it, you can always buy another 5.
Yeah, buy another one.
Yeah.